my bones. Dig me out, then fill the hole. Tear me apart, tear me apart and watch it burn. Tear me apart, tear me apart and watch it burn. All that's left is a window to my soul. Come and get it. Mouth to mouth, I breathe you in. Swallow down your jagged sin. Let it drown inside my veins. The sweetest poison I could take. You make it an art, the way that you scar with every word. But before we reach the end, strip me down again. Come and get it one more time. Oh, if you wanna lose your mind. Oh, come and get it one more time. Oh, if you wanna lose your mind. Oh, come and get it. Pull my heart out of of my chest, train my mind so I forget. Sink your teeth into my bones, dig me out, then fill the hole. Tear me apart, and watch it burn. Tear me apart, and watch it burn. All that's left is a window to my soul. Come and get it. Mouth to mouth, I breathe you in. Swallow down your jagged sin. Let it drown inside my veins. The sweetest poison I could take. You make it an art, the way that you scar with every word. But before we reach the end, strip me down again. Come and get it one more time. If you wanna lose your mind, come and get it one more time. If you wanna lose your mind, come and get it. Pull my heart.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Meta Esports. We're bringing you something new and different today. We are starting off our Rocket League with Kiama High School taking on the OC Redbacks. This is going to be something new, something different, and a lot of fun, so I'm excited to see it happen. My name is Maximilian Thor von Neumann. People know me as Formal Casting, and I am joined today by Chris the Average. How are you feeling, man?
Feeling good, feeling pumped. First time we do see Rocket League here on Meta, and well, I think we have a pretty good game to kick things off. Kiama High School taking on the OC Redbacks Intermediate squad in the New South Wales Queensland division. I think this is going to be a good game. We're just waiting for the players to ready up and jump into the lobby, and it should be a good game. Yeah.
No, I'm excited to see it as well. I'm hoping. I wish I knew exactly where each of these high schools are from, being a Queenslander myself, and knowing you are from New South Wales. It could be good to see a bit of rivalry, at least as it develops between these two states, assuming that is such. Queensland for life. I hope Queensland does well. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. I'm personally of the opinion that New South Wales hopefully does better than the Queenslanders, but that's just me. So.
That said, not entirely sure, unfortunately, where either of these high schools are located. I do know OC Redbacks have a pretty cool name. I always like it when high school esports clubs actually go out there and name themselves. It shows me that they've put some thought into it. Like, this is something they're definitely taking seriously. So I'm expecting a bit more out of the Redbacks tonight.
Yeah, definitely. I do know where Kiama is at the very least. That's the southern coast of New South Wales, a beautiful part of the state. But OC Redbacks, yeah, they could be anywhere. Who knows?
Yeah, they could. I mean, they're obviously in the cupboards underneath your sink, and where else Redbacks hide, ready to lash out and just bite at you.
Definitely.
Just a bit of an update as how these games are going to go. As Rocket League is a shorter game, it's not just going to be a simple best of one. Teams will actually be playing a best of three over the course of what I believe to be 7 weeks. So it's a rather long round robin stage. It's Swiss bracket. So when you win, you play up against teams who have won as well. If you lose, you fret not. You're going to be up against teams relative to your skill level. This means as the tournament progresses, we're going to be getting more and more exciting matches, closer and closer battles. It's going to be one of those things that only builds on each other.
Yeah, definitely 5 weeks of Swiss bracket before we head into the playoffs, and then, well, once the state divisions are done, we go into the championship bracket where best two teams, well, they'll be fighting out for national glory at the Melbourne Esports Open towards the end of August and start of September.
Yeah, it's a long road that will end most likely in Victoria for the Nationals. I don't want to talk too much about that yet because I'm not entirely sure of all the nitty-gritty details. All I know is there are going to be some high-profile games in the future for these high schoolers if they are able to perform. So it's not your typical tournament. It's not your typical friendly get-together. There are some actual stakes, and I'm very curious to see how these players are going to handle this sort of pressure. Or, are they going to be more laid back and just kick back, play some esports, and have fun with the boys?
Yeah, we're going to have to wait and see, but I definitely do know that there is a fair few quality players in the ranks here. I know a few of them are heading over towards that champion master level as well, so especially when you get to see a few of them play towards the later part of the Swiss system, we might be seeing a fair bit of high-octane action, but in saying that, we do have the first few weeks to go through, and, well, we'll find the gold through all the dirt eventually, so to speak.
Exactly. I think we're going to be seeing a wide range of various skill levels that should hopefully only increase as the broadcast continues. Naturally, we're not only doing New South Wales and Queensland. There will also be some Victoria games, some New Zealand games, as well as some Western Australia game later today, as a matter of fact. So it's going to be a lot of Rocket League being played, something I'm excited to see how it all will develop and get put together. It's going to be good fun, and I'm sure we're going to be starting any moment now.
Yeah, just waiting for the teams to join in. Won't be that far away, but yeah, as you said, we definitely have a lot of areas to play through. Obviously, WA playing tonight at 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. That should be another good half hour of entertainment, and then next week we'll start at 3 o'clock with New Zealand, and then 5 o'clock, I believe, we'll be broadcasting some of the Victorian action. So most regions we will be seeing a bit of action, but yeah.
Yeah, it'll be nice and spread out for all of the schools who are participating to have a chance to be on stream. Every region should be getting as close to equal time as, what is reasonably possible. Which region do you think is going to come out strongest in this? Because historically, when you look at sort of other esports, you tend to look at the more populated ones. So I'd expect big things out of New South Wales. I'd expect big things out of Victoria. Or are one of the smaller regions really going to step up?
It's, as you said, there's a lot of variables in that. Obviously, League of Legends, you obviously a lot of talent coming in from New South Wales and Victoria, but we also do see a fair few Western Australian teams or players go up. But look at this, we're already into the action.
We are into game. The initial kickoff of Meta Rocket League is underway, and right away, it's actually the blue side in a bit of a defensive position. Early attacks from Fuzz leads to a first goal 10 seconds in.
Yeah, good start there from Foz. We see him just turn around, get it off the backboard, and then a bit of a dirty little twirl there just to get it into the center. Good start there for Kiama.
So yeah, it is Kiama on the orange side, then the Redbacks on the blue side. So Kiama with that early lead. They're going to be looking to continue with right now as we're watching Jay Ando get a nice shot. Unfortunately for him, Rathger is there to make the save, but the attack is on for the Kiama once more. Sinji, little overshot a bit with that aerial. Gives an opportunity for the Redbacks to possibly recover, get something going, but the rotation is too strong out of Kiama. The attack is still on the orange side as Foz again going for that aerial shot, this time going right.
Yeah, good side here from Kiama so far. Able to definitely get a lot of early action here. Nearly getting a shot there, but yeah, it's going to be tricky for OC to try and fight back for now.
Yeah, I feel as if the Redbacks are really stuck on the defense right now. The assault from Kiama is just too strong. The rotations are there, keeping the ball constantly on attack. Another aerial shot by Foz. It's just barely saved by Rathgar. Rathgar doing everything he can to keep the score within reason. A good shot from Shinji is again blocked, but the rebound shot just goes off of the goalpost right now, and it looks as if the Redbacks may be able to clear.
Yeah, Redbacks looking to try and get the ball out here by Kiama. Quickly back into the attacking third. Definitely applying a lot of pressure here.
Oh, there comes the power shot. The spike goes off the crossbar, but Foz is there to clean it up. 2-0 in favor of Kiama.
And an early double there for Foz as well. That could have been a bit disastrous for Kiama, but Foz there pretty much with the lineup, able to just sink it in time. And well, it's going to be a dominant start from the from the orange side, 2-0 in the favor of Kiama.
Yeah, Kiama is definitely getting the start they wanted, but the question will be, how can the Redbacks recover? At the moment, once again, they're trying to play a bit more defensively. Foz is trying to get that setup is there, but once again, Rathgar is doing a good job staying in the goal, but he can't block 2 shots. Foz again with the goal. It's a hat trick for the man from Kiama.
Yeah, that is a dominant start so far from Foz. Just look at that goal. That is a perfect goal. Was perfectly set up. Just had to drill it straight down the center, and well, OC Redbacks, they can't do too much about it.
Yeah, Redbacks they need to start digging deep right now. This game is starting to spiral out of control. They need to find something to bring themselves back in it. I'm curious to see which player might be able to step up. We've seen Rathgar actually do some good stuff on defense. Maybe he can get the ball going offensively as well.
Yeah, they might be able to push it up a bit further here, but...
Oh, here comes the aerial, but Jen goes a little bit too high. That said, it looks like another shot for Foz. It gets behind the people from the Redbacks, but it's just off goal. Doesn't matter though, Foz is looking for that setup. It's a little high once again, so no follow-up is there. Singe is going to have a crack at it. It looks as if there was a player in position, but no! Jando runs right into Singe instead of the ball. A bit of miscommunication. This could be an opening for the Redbacks.
Definitely could be, but the ball already back into the attacking third here for Kiama. So far, they're just a dominant team here. They can't really do too much wrong. Obviously, the little misplay there in front of the goal is the obvious exception, but for OC Redbacks, well, they can't get any sort of breathing room.
No, they can't, because the rotational play coming out of Kiama is too strong, and there's another goal. Jando putting it in off of a one-touch little pass and goal right there.
Yeah, nice shot there. Foz able to get the center, and then Jando perfectly positioned once again. So he couldn't do anything about it, right? For just pretty much caught in center, couldn't rotate in time, and this game looks to all but be over.
Yeah, it's a very, very strong start for that orange side as Foz puts in yet another goal. They had lost the face-off, or at least it seemed, but really it was all part of the ploy. A good little one-touch pass right there to set up Foss to bounce it in.
Yeah, and you can already see the quality difference between these two teams, especially with Foz, he scored 80% of the goals so far. That is pretty darn impressive in any rank in Rocket League, but I just think with the quality we're seeing from ACE, from OC Redbacks, we might just be seeing a little bit of a mismatch.
It unfortunately might be that way, but I don't want to count out the blue side just yet. It is a best-of-3 series. They still have 2 more games to possibly bring it back, as Beatrix Gaming makes a clutch save, but just in time for Jando to put yet another goal in. 6-0 right now for the orange side.
Yeah, OC not giving themselves any favors there, just sending it up for Jando, really. They're obviously looking to try to get into that corner, but just didn't work out for him, and yeah, that's 6-0 on the board.
That is 6-all as yet another face-off. It is going to go actually in favor of the Redbacks. However, there are defenders there to try and clear it, and that's just something that I've felt has been lacking from the Redbacks game. Overcommittal from Wraithker actually just missed it. This is yet another opening for Kiama, and once again, Jando is going to put in a spike to score that goal.
Yeah, and that looks like a very tight angle as well. Let's look at the replay, and that is a beauty to find in Rocket League, ladies and gentlemen. A wonderful goal there from Jando. And what else can you say? It's just a mismatch of talent here. Kiama, too dominant.
Yeah, but I want to see if the Redbacks can put 1 goal on the scoreboard before this game is over. They have a minute and a half to do it. There is opportunities as Singe just gets another one for Kiama as well. They're looking at possible double digits.
Definitely are, and well, you just look at the replay screen there. Singe is a grand champion. This is just brutal what we're seeing here.
It's turning into a bit of a one-sided affair, I'd say, just turning in. They're just starting to really try to go for more of those stylish plays. You saw Foz attempting the aerial, went a little bit too high, however, wasn't able to follow it up. I really want to see the Redbacks just get some pushback, be able to breach that Kiama attacking line and maybe get some offense on their own going. But at the moment, it's just too much. They're actually disrupting their own cars. That said, with 1 minute remaining, the ball finally touches the orange side, but only for Singe to knock one right over the top. Beautiful save by Unstable. That was a close call.
Yeah, very close call here, but that ball will be back into attacking third very shortly here, Rengar. Oh, no!
Oh, no! Oh, it just went right behind the defense, and it is a 9th goal for Kiama. Singe was the one who's putting that in. He's a Season 6 Grand Champion, apparently, and he is showing why.
Definitely is, and well, you can just see the setup there as well. Coast to coast, such an easy goal, making it look like this is a bronze game. And what else can you say?
Yeah, it's a lot of offense coming out as once again Singe going to get the double digit, making it look far too easy. The aerial game is just unfortunately non-existent from the Redbacks.
Yeah, so obviously, if people don't know, when you get to high levels of Rocket League, the aerial game becomes so much more important, because if you don't have the control of the skies, you are going to be in a very vulnerable position, especially when they go for those sort of tight angle shots we saw on the 8th goal, I think it was.
Oh, that was almost...
Yeah, and that was the other example as well. That you can just see Kiama going for those high-end shots, and it's just working for him because, you see, they can't even lift up.
Yeah, they just don't have that aerial game, unfortunately, in their arsenal, which is setting it up for an easy win for the orange side. That said, when the ball is on the ground, I do have to commend the Redbacks defense, because they do know how to play the ground game. So it's not as if this team is a complete wash. I think there still are openings for themselves to improve. They just need to take that strong ground game and take it to the air, as orange side is able to put away game 1 10-0.
Yeah, and that was just brutal, to say the very least here. But yeah, there are some positives there for OC Redbacks. Their ground game was respectable, and yeah, maybe against some lower tier opponents, they can definitely put up a fight. But when you're facing off against teams that are at champion level, it's not going to be pretty. That's the only way you can put it, really.
It is, but remembering this still is a best of 3, so it's not over yet. I do feel as if the game is played at this level once more from what we've seen from the teams. We could be expecting a 2-0 win for Kiama, but you never know. Anything can happen. I don't want to write off the Redbacks until the entire series is done.
Yeah, definitely. That's reasonable, but at the same time, especially with the way that Foz and Sindra's playing it, I don't think there's a lot of hope here for OC. I think we might be seeing something similar in the second game, but yeah, it's just not looking too pretty for them.
Now they need to bring it back for this game number 2. Apparently we have jumped back to spectate mode. So apologies there. We're just going to keep on. I suppose discussing that first game, what were you most impressed with out of the side of Kiama? Obviously they were scoring a lot of goals, so there was a lot of good, but what specifically stood out the most for you?
I would definitely say their rotations and their aerial play, especially in the attacking third. Their aerial play was pretty darn slick, and apart from that minor kerfuffle in front of the goal at about the 90 seconds to go mark, they were always keeping space. They were always, just separated, waiting for the perfect opportunity to pounce, and yeah.
Yeah, they definitely were the more aggressive team. I felt like they were actually rotating correctly, whereas unfortunately for the Redbacks, they weren't really rotating at all. There was a lot of double commits happening from the two attackers, and they would set one person in goal. Really, what you have to do is try and use rotations. Just you rotate, and then someone has to make that play to get the ball either over the head or under the defender in that incident, so you can continue your attack. And just the Redbacks were never able to breach that first line.
No, they were barely able to get out of the defensive for the most part of the game, and oh, excuse me. But yeah, it definitely just feels like Kiama, they are the better team. They know how to play Rocket League at a high level, and well, OC, they know the fundamentals, they know how to play, but yeah, they need to be a bit more spaced out. They don't need to double commit as often as they are, and yeah, I think this is just a mismatch. That's what I'm trying to say.
It is a bit of a mismatch, and this will happen, unfortunately, at the start of a Swiss bracket tournament where teams of all different levels are paired up against each other. One of the benefits to a Swiss bracket tournament does mean that, like, as it progresses, we're going to be seeing more even and more contested matches as the better teams continue to climb the ladder and the lesser teams continue to drop and find more matches equivalent to their skill level. It's why Swiss format is actually one of my favorite formats. As someone who frequents other games, specifically Magic the Gathering, which primarily runs on Swiss formats, it enables the most fair sort of matchups throughout the entirety of the length. So I don't want players who might happen to be on the losing side of matches today to get discouraged from continuing forwards. It's just a case of we're figuring out where everyone is at, and you will be playing to your level soon enough.
Definitely. In the first few weeks, we will be seeing these sorts of matchups because obviously the teams, they're just going to be at different levels. But once we head into the later parts and especially into the brackets, that's when we will see the real quality games to come out. And speaking of games coming out, we are about to head into match 2 of this best of 3.
That we are. Apologies for the delay between the games. There was a little bit of Q&A happening behind the scenes, but it has all been sorted. 3, 2, 1. The kickoff is underway. Kiama versus Redbacks, game 2 of possibly 3.
Yeah, but if we see a continuation of game 1, then this might just be very quick 2-0. But in saying that, if OC can lift, you never know, might be able to pull off a bit of a cheeky upset, but early introduction here will pay off for Jando.
Yep, all right away, that aerial attack is back. Like, they just have not missed a beat in recognizing that the Redbacks unfortunately do not have that aerial game. They're going to the skies and they are spiking that ball in as best they can. 1-0 right now to the Kiama. Kickoff underway though. Still 4:40 to go in this one, as once again it does appear to be an orange side attack. You're watching Foz right now. He's looking for that aerial. It's gonna be clean. It's in. 2-0 already.
Yeah, and you just look at how Kiama played that. A perfect line for the center, and then it's Foz just taps it in. The aerial control is just sublime. And Kiama, 2-0.
I really am hoping that people are watching are taking notes on how to play this aerial game, because if you can bring this into your ranked play at the more casual level, like if you're playing with friends, not the casual level, the competitive level, My point is, if you are sitting in silver and gold and you can start to do things like we're seeing on this orange side, case in point, yet another goal by Sinjay, you will climb the ranks so quickly.
Very, very quickly indeed, but let's just look at that goal off the crossbar as well. Sinj just able to link it up and confirm a third here for Kiama. Easy as you want, pretty much.
It is, as we are waiting for the next one. They're not even going to contest the face-off right now. Still looking to disrupt, but this could be perhaps a missed strategy right now, as once again, it is the Kiama attack. Redbacks trying to get into the face of Sinjay, but he again just takes the ball to the air, tries to set up the spike. Jendo unfortunately went a little high, but that's okay because Foz is there to knock it in 4-0 with 4:01 to go.
And once again, their positioning is just on point as well. It's Foz was perfectly placed to catch any sort of minor stuff up his team was able to make, and well, it did happen. Foz was there just to line it up and tap it in, and alright.
4-0 it is, and I just don't see this onslaught stopping unless the Redbacks can somehow discover how to play an aerial game. Foz off the top crossbar makes it 5-0.
I wonder what the record is for competitive Rocket League games. Like what is the biggest score we've ever seen? Because if they continue like this, we might be breaking a few records here.
Well, I mean, the biggest score we have seen in a meta match so far has been 10-0, which was game 1 in this one. Oh my gosh, it's that triple explosion play to take out Such. That must have felt good, at least at some level, but it does result in another goal for the orange side.
Even with a man down, they are just too dominant. In saying that, OC, they didn't leave anyone in goal, so that was definitely something that they need to fix up. Always keep someone in goals just in case something like that happens, but
it was the three-man commit. It was the
three-man commit.
Oh my gosh, and once again, another shot is just missed by Sinj, but that is okay because it looks like Jando wants a shot at the goal. Finally, good defense though coming out from the Redbacks. They're delaying it a bit, but there's no one in the goal right now. Jando just has to roll it in. Unfortunately, it goes too high as Foz disrupts his own teammate. This could be a chance for Batrax to possibly get the ball on the offensive side. It's heading that way right now, but no, Jando is there to knock it away. Almost a chance for the Redbacks.
Almost a chance, but I think Kiama was just toying with them a little bit here, especially with what Foz was doing there. Definitely felt like a bit of BM.
I think, it's good to see Kiama at least having some fun with the situation, recognizing where they are in this game right now, as Sinj is taking a shot, almost it looked like at his own goal, actually, at this stage. But now, once again, Kiama is on the offensive. Jando looking to set the ball up. He's got a nice center as, oh no! Sinj actually misses it. This is a small breakaway. Unfortunately, no one for the Redbacks are going to be able to capitalize this time.
Unable to capitalize there, and while Kiama just toying with their food right now, OC, they're trying. They're actually proving themselves as a somewhat decent defensive team on the ground, but in the air, they can't do anything as Sinj scores his 7th, and, well, let's just look at the replay. It's quite obvious how he got it there. Beautiful control, beautiful work off the backboard, and another goal there for Kiama. 7-0.
7-0. Hey, they're 3 away from tying what they brought out in game 1. 2:27 to go, so they have plenty of time to do it. I still want to see the Redbacks get 1 goal in, as they once again may have overcommitted. This should be an easy goal. However, the ball went a little bit too high. Jando is there, but it's not going to go in. As Rathiger finally is moving in a defensive position, Shin's trying to get that set up right there. Oh, it's disrupted by Rathiger as well. Rathiger, I feel, is the glue holding the Redbacks together.
Yeah, definitely. He's trying his best as they do go on a bit of an attack here, but quickly stopped by Foz. He goes into the air once again, and surely not.
Oh,
Jando!
Jando, what a save to keep the Redbacks within 7. Again, they're definitely having fun at this stage. It is a lob shot, though, from the opposite end of the map. The follow-up from Foz is there, and it will be 8-0.
5 goals from Foz in this game. That pretty much tells you what you need to know in this battle, as he goes once again from his own defensive third into the backboard. He's able to line it up as well, get the shot in, and what else can you say, really, at this point? It's you just see him doing the same thing over and over again, and the Redbacks, they just seem defenseless to do anything about it.
Yeah, they are definitely struggling a little bit against that aerial game, as once again the ball is just dribbling right in front of an open goal, but it will be cleared, so the Redbacks actually might have a little bit of something happening. But take a look at how Kiama is able to rotate. They're throwing people back in the defensive position before the ball even gets there. They're just playing ahead in case something happens, and that's what separates an average team from a good team, understanding an ebb and flow of a match like Rocket League, as once again Jando puts in a goal, the 9th of the game.
Yeah, as he said, a great team knows how the game works. They know how to rotate, they know when to go back into the defense, and they know when to go all in. OC, we are seeing him go for some attacking plays, but it's just not working out for him. I was about to say, yeah, Kiama. They're just too strong, and it just shows in every facet of the game. 1 minute left, and we're already at 10-0. Sinjay, what a goal.
Sinjay just coming off the roof right there is able to spike that ball in. It was clean. It was pure. Actually, the ball was coming off the roof, not Sinjay. Doesn't matter. It's still 10-0, and they are one away from the largest blowout we have seen in meta so far.
Yeah, blowout's the only way you can describe this game as, well, they will be straight back onto the attack here. That ball in the attacking third for OC for maybe 2 seconds, and
we have 11.
I want to see the replay of this. So we see Jando just, oh my god, that just dipped in there. Foz, he tried for it, but it didn't even matter. Stable just didn't time it correctly, went straight behind him, and 11-0, your new record in meta.
11-0, and there is still time to go. It's a double commit coming out of the Redbacks as I believe was staying back in defense. No, it's actually unstable this time. He tries to get the clear, but he's taken himself out of the goal, and this looks like a beautiful opportunity for Jando. Does not decide to commit for now. He's going to try and reset it again for his team. Here comes the shot. It comes off the top crossbar, and there's a bit of a chance for a breakaway, but a double commit, and both sides miss out. The Redbacks means the attack out of Kiama will continue, at least for now. Ratziger has a shot. There's only one defender in the way. He misses it, but it goes off of the right crossbar instead of the goal. That could have been the chance for the Redbacks. They don't score it this time, as Jando is once again on the attack. Unstable, playing in the goal, not going to find the save just yet. Here comes the center. Foz is going for the goal, but it goes to the left. And with that, I believe 11-0 may be our final score. One last chance to score out of the side of Kiama. The ball touches the ground and ends, and it falls just short. Doesn't matter. 11-0, Kiama win.
Yeah, and as you said earlier, this game is a blowout, and that's the only way you can describe it, really. Kiama, too dominant, but there are some positives here from OC Redbacks. That scoreline definitely could have been a lot bigger. Unstable doing some decent work in the goals. Fraker as well. They will do a lot of work in the first game, but as I keep saying, it's just a Swiss round 1 match. You can't do too much about it. Kiama, they go 1-0.
Yeah, Kiama will move up 1-0. I'm going to just throw out there Foz as the MVP of that game. If you agree or not, that's up to you, but I feel
I mean, you look at how he played this entire game. I mean, you can make a case for anyone on Kiama, but yeah, I agree. Foz definitely my MVP.
He had the strongest aerial game of the 3 members from the orange side, so that's why I'm giving it to him. He scored, I believe, 11 goals over the course of the 2 games, which was half of his team's total goals. So kudos to him for that regards. Something for the Redbacks to learn from this, and something I want to see them practice and maybe to improve on as this tournament continues, is the very obvious aerial game and rotations. I feel there was too many overcommits, as well as a complete lack of aerial game. I feel as if they can take that strong ground game defense, put it in the skies as well, and work on their rotation so they're not double committing all the time. They could start to turn into a competitive team.
Yeah, definitely. There was a lot of positives to take out of that game, as I said earlier, but they need to improve on their aerial, they need to improve on their communications, and they probably just need to improve on their rotations a little bit. They kept double and triple committing. It did lead to a few goals, but all things considered, not a bad game for OC. I think we might see him win a few games towards the end of the bracket, but I don't think we'll be seeing him in playoffs. Kiama, on the other hand, I would not be surprised if even they made it to MEO.
Yeah, they definitely have the potentials there. They were very organized. They had a strong aerial game. Obviously, confidence out the wazoo. Huge win for Kiama, and I'm excited to see where they go from here. On that note, that will do it for our first match of Meta Rocket League. But please don't go too far away, or at least if you do go away, plan on coming back in about an hour and a half or so, because we're going to be continuing with more Rocket League with some action out of Western Australia.
Shockwaves with you, gonna move the ocean current till the waves flood what's been burning. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you.